Well, hey, Big, it's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we got to talk about marriage and medicine, okay? I have not gotten into that review, and we're going to get into it now, okay? Um, I can't even, girl, I don't even know what kind of notes I wrote. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. But whatever we wrote, we gonna get through the damn review the best way that we can. Okay. So of course, y'all know the ladies got into it. That was Dr. Heavenly as well as Contessa. To the point that Contessa was trying to get her ass, all right, and had Dr. Heavenly over there calling security, okay. I'm not even mad at Dr. Heavenly knowing when to get the fuck up and get to running and call security, telling them to get this up off her, okay? All right, but it be like that sometimes. Everybody not gonna let the mama jokes fly. For me, I could care the fuck less, girl. Whatever. Like, I'm sorry, and that may be me. And I know a lot of y'all like, oh, Jamie, that ain't it. Well, girl, it's not it for you, and I completely understand that. But girl, I slick don't give it. Okay, you say so. It's okay. Say your mama. Say it. That's what. Say it. Say it. Just be prepared for the reaction that one may give after the fact. Okay, it's just what comes with the territory. When people say your mama like they have done when you were a kid, it's because they ready for the reaction that's gonna come with it. So if you say your mama and the person wanna slide on your ass, then that's just what it's given, okay? So good luck. All right. Now, anywho, Contessa feels like people are justifying Heavenly's actions. I feel like that's accurate. I do. I feel like they excuse a lot of what she does. I mean, at some point, shout out to Quad, because Quad had to let her know, Heavenly, girl, that your mama, nasty work, bitch. Okay, so Quad had to let her know. All right. Toya speaks on Heavenly's poor relationships, like she didn't have a good relationship with her mama child, she didn't have a good relationship with her sister. Girl, the lady got issues. Okay, if she ain't got great relationships with the people from home, it's gonna be every bit of a problem. Okay, outside of that, you ain't gonna see too many people that she is gonna have a good relationship with outside of that. Okay, so Toya speaking up on that. Contessa just feels away like, don't be trying to check me on how I need to act. You need to tell that bitch on how she needs to act. Okay, um I will say this. Contessa did say some things like when she brought up the kids or something like that, when she said you ain't even got no friends, you got to pay your kids to this, that, and the other. I don't really think that was necessary. But also at the same time, I would have drove the fuck out your husband, and I don't give a fuck about what's true or what's not true, bitch. Even if he does have a child across town, a mixed child that might have the last name Kimes or whatever the fuck. Because what you're not finna do is when I ask you a question that is supposed to be about something that you said, like, first of all, it was a conversation I think with Quad and T or something like that, or Contessa and T, and then Heavenly jumps in the conversation saying Quad said this or that, and then you got Contessa like, now wait a minute, BIT. So Quad, I said what? I told you that. I didn't tell you that. So whose line is it, you or you? And then Heavenly, all of a sudden, when you added your 2 cents into a conversation that didn't have shit to do with you, you want to lash out at somebody and tell them, don't get mad at me, bitch. You really mad at your husband? I'm on your fucking ass. You right. Because why are you even bringing him up into a conversation that he ain't got nothing to do with? Yeah, okay. I don't give a fuck what I confided in you about. I don't give a damn about how you view him or see him or any of that. What I'm caring about is that is not the topic at hand right now. And you've been waiting on a moment to say that yet again. Okay, so I'm gonna dig in that and say whatever I say about your husband, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say about him. How about that? Okay, so I was with Contessa with meeting Heavenly with that damn energy, bitch. Okay, so Jackie doesn't say shit to Heavenly at all, aside from be quiet, be quiet, because her ass failed. That's all that she had to say. Then eventually they get off the damn cart, get to walking. I think they come back to the table or whatever the case is, and then Quad, tells Heavenly she was wrong. And then at some point, Quad brings up the apology that Jackie had, where she was pretty much gonna leave her with an open check. Okay, write whatever you want to write on that. Okay. She didn't want to really acknowledge anything specifically when it came to the apology that was owed to Quad, and I didn't really like that, for real. I do feel like Jackie has a weird allegiance to not taking full accountability and apologizing at times. I do. I don't know if it comes from her always being perfect, never really wrong in situations. I don't know what the hell it came from, but I feel like if you got to leave Quad with the open check of all of the things that you may have done to her, and just supposed to give her a generic ass apology, and that's supposed to fit all situations, that to me leads me to believe that you and her may need to have much more of a conversation than what you guys are having, because what comes with an apology is a specific behavior along with that. I apologize for these things specifically so that there is an understanding that you are aware of the certain behavior or the certain things that you did to make a person feel away, so you not repeat those actions at a later time. So I feel like for you to just want to, here go your open apology check, just write whatever you want to write on that. I don't really think that was, I don't like that. Have a more in-depth conversation on, off camera, whatever it is that y'all choose, so that you know exactly what it is that you did or didn't do. Okay. So Quad cries about Napa, and girl, it gives dramatics just a bit. I don't doubt that Quad was hurt. Don't get me wrong. I do believe that she was hurt. I do believe that it was very embarrassing for her. But when she tried to make it seem like she was depressed and cried for 40 days and 40 nights, go the fuck away from me with this, and I don't care what you niggas is talking about, okay? I refuse to believe, all right? Now, I'm sure you were hurt. I'm sure you were down and out, but I refuse to believe you stayed in that place, especially with this new man that you've been dating and all of that. Girl, go away. All right. So Phaedra over there, she really got me tickled, because Phaedra over there just like, she rolling her eyes and shit, and just like, girl, what is it this week or next week, honey? I mean, I don't know what we supposed to do. Okay. We keep talking about Napa. I mean, at this point, should we give Quad a kidney? Should we give Quad a kidney or something so we can move past this? That shit was a kiki, because one thing Quad will do, Quad will drag out situations that I thought that was funny. But Miss Phaedra, I will have to say, Quad didn't bring this up technically. Okay? Who really started all of this whole in my opinion, really was giving Miss Toya. So you should have said that when Toya brought this to the front, okay? Toya did this. And then Jackie came and said, is there anything else we need to talk about at this table? Is there any unresolved things? And Quad's like, well, while we at it, might as well, yeah, let me get at you for a little bit. Okay, so it's more people that they need to go around to. So anywho, Simone and Quad do talk. And Simone is clearly not apologizing for Napa. And I'm not even mad at Simone for not apologizing at Napa. I understand it may have hurt Quad feelings, and I understand people may feel like it was dog ass wrong. But I'm also with her on, if that's how you felt in that moment, then stand on it. And she's standing on, that's how the fuck I felt. What I did to you in Napa was how I felt, and it ain't changed it over here. If I were to give you an apology, it wouldn't be authentic, and the damn show wouldn't be genuine. So with that being said, okay, I will apologize for bringing up the situation that happened at your home with your family member, because I was out of line for that, and I've already apologized to you for that, and I thought that we were in a better place with that. But I'll reiterate to you again that, my bad. I apologize, but if you think I'm gonna apologize to you for Napa, fuck no. Okay, I know that's not that right, girl. Like, oopsie doopsie, bitch. Like, no, won't get that here. All right. And when Simone told her, like, girl, I thought that we was good on that. Quad said, well, we what she said, we were good until we got to the reunion. No, the fuck y'all were not. Y'all were not good when y'all got to the reunion. Y'all were good after the reunion, after you guys talked about it. And then, like Simone said, you start to relive everything. Social media started to get you hype again, and you got back upset and got back in your feelings, and you guys are back having the friction all over again. Okay, so there's that. What else? I'm ready for them to get the fuck off this ranch. It's making me think of Love and Marriage Huntsville, where the ladies was on the damn on that Caribbean trip forever, damn near 4-5 episodes. I said, can we leave the ranch? Please, let's get back to some real life. Like, I'm over it. It's really lame. It's not that interesting. It's boring. Cute ranch, just a piece, but let's move on, okay? Contessa talks to I think it was Phaedra, and she said she don't feel responsible for Jackie ass falling. I said, I know that's right. I don't feel bad either. Okay, because if you know who you over there trying to snatch up and grab up, which is Contessa, you trying to grab up Contessa? No, ma'am. Okay, I wouldn't even try to touch Contessa as I key. Okay, so when she got up and hit that damn football move on your ass, and you fell down to the ground like the other players do, then that's what your ass get. Okay, I hate it for you. And what's killing me softly is that the same way you trying to snatch up damn Contessa, you should be over there trying to snatch up your good Judy, Dr. Heavenly, because it's very rare that I see you check Dr. Heavenly in her whole shit. Okay, but anywho, so Heavenly acknowledges, though, when she's sitting with Jackie as well as Quad, she says that she does acknowledge that she was wrong for the yo mama thing. When she gets upset, she says she just goes to it, and she don't really mean yo mama. She mean your mama, okay? That's what she mean. You know, it's just like something we say, but I ain't really talking about your mama directly. But you know, I just be saying it, but I don't really mean it. But you know, I be upset with her. That's what it was giving. And again, even in that moment, I didn't really hear shit that Jackie said to make Heavenly know that she shouldn't have did that. Okay. All Heavenly said was something about being able to relate to Contessa or something like that. And then Jackie said, "Oh, you can relate to that." That's it. Like Jackie, she don't be trying to girl by. Jackie out here getting free checks because she is an actual doctor, child. Anywho, so Contessa says that she doesn't remember much from the night before. You lying. You remember enough. You remember enough to know that you showed your ass, okay? You remembered enough to know that you didn't like what Heavenly did, how she showed up. So you remember, that's all you needed to remember, okay? You remembered enough to run your ass back to Scott and get him the rundown of what all happened. You was excited to hear what Curtis ran and told him. And actually, where the hell is Curtis? I feel like I ain't seen Curtis all damn season except for maybe one episode. Is Curtis with us? Anywho, so I think they say he had been traveling in and out the country or something. I don't know. He's working on something, a project or whatever. But anywho, child. So Curtis hit up Scott, told him what happened and how Jackie fell because of his wife, and gave the whole spiel. And then Contessa was like, "Oh, that's not really what happened. Let me give you the breakdown." And Heavenly said this and that, and she sees you as abusive or whatever. And Scott, like, she's still on that shit. I'm not on that with her. Go away from me with this. Like, I don't even try to get into it with you like that, right? She said something like he does this avoidance thing where he'll just get up and just walk off, okay? I mean, I don't know. I can't say that I've actually seen Scott be abusive, but I mean, I do know that there are multiple ways that one can be abusive, whether it's mentally, verbally, or whatever. And I don't know if he's fully displayed that, but what I do know is that Contessa has talked about being miserable and completely unhappy, and you know, her vibe has come off as though that could have potentially been the case, you know, whether it was mental, verbal, I don't know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But all in all, he's done with that. He's like, I don't give a damn about she Heavenly talking about. She could stay on this shit. That's not what I'm on. Okay. And that's that. Anywho, when it comes going back to the ranch, when Contessa was talking to Phaedra, she says, "Listen, I'm cool on Heavenly at this time. Should we connect back with each other and things get to a better place? I want that shit to be organic. Like, we ain't gotta force nothing." They do feel like they kind of failed on the trip. Phaedra feels like they still got some hope. And I'm like, girl, bye. This was a worthless ass trip. All this y'all done brought us down here for these shenanigans, and y'all could have really stayed up there in Atlanta. Okay? Y'all could have did a photo shoot in Atlanta. Y'all could have had somebody come out and perform Beyonce or whatever. Like, all y'all brought us down here for what? But anyway, girl, let's get to the husbands, okay? Because this episode honestly didn't give a whole lot. Greg meets with, who did he meet with? I think it was Dr. Scott and I think it was Cecil. Anywho, Greg met with two of the husbands. And when he met with them, he was pretty much talking about how he still waiting on an apology coming from Heavenly, her husband, somebody. Because he feel like he didn't do anything to Heavenly. He wasn't a part of that conversation for her to jump into the conversation and drag him. And let me tell you what's so fucked up about that. It's the fact that if anybody would have said anything about Heavenly's husband, she would really be dragging it out. But now she's not, she's kind of like running from accountability just a bit and apologizing to that man. First, you're talking about he's not a respected doctor, but he's respected enough for your fucking husband to want to use him as a referral for his patients. But you're saying the man's not respected. Do you try to turn around and refer to the man as a damn pedophile when you know you'll be scorching earth if somebody said that about Dr. Damon? And this is the SHI that people be talking about that Heavenly gets away with. And I don't really think that's cool. And it's so crazy that people be in an uproar about the shit that Candace says, whereas you got somebody much older than her, which is Dr. Heavenly, that also says fly shit, and y'all don't be on her as in the same capacity. It's crazy. But anywho, that's that. Okay, so that's what Heavenly has got going on, and I do think that she should go ahead and get that man an apology. And I don't fault that man for not taking no other goddamn patients, especially although he's saying it has nothing to do with what took place. He's like, I'm up to capacity. I don't have range for all of these clients that you keep sending my way. Okay, I just don't have the range for them. But of course, Damon is keep trying to make it about the patients, and I felt like in that moment when Damon did that shit, when the guys first had that huddle, I feel like you were trying to attack him as well, similar to when Dr. Heavenly tried to attack his doctor. okay, his doctorness or whatever, his career on social media. I feel like you tried to do it too by sitting up there telling something, but don't do it to the patients, man. You got to care about the patients at the end of the day, man, regardless of what's going on here, man. Like, you was kind of like dog whistling something there. Okay, as if he's reckless of some sort. He don't really care about the patients because he's in his feelings and all of this other bullshit or whatever it was. Like, I ain't really like that. Okay, I didn't like that at all. And sometimes I feel like in the past few episodes, I feel like I see why Heavenly and Dr. Damon together, because he's a quiet version of her ass at times. Okay, anywho, not that he's a bad person, you know what I'm saying, because I do like Dr. Damon, but he got his fucking ways, I see. Anywho, so Dr. Damon sits with Eugene, I believe it was, and they were over there talking and stuff, and Dr. Damon still acting lost, like he don't know why Dr. G needs to talk to him about Heavenly or whatever and all of that. And like, I just didn't care for the conversation. He can always come to me, man. He can always come to me. And basically both of the guys, okay, Eugene as well as what's his name, Scott and Cecil, are telling both Dr. G and Dr. Damon to be the bigger person, basically. So one of y'all are gonna have to be the ones to go and get the conversation started. That's what they're saying. We'll see how that's gonna play out. Let's get to the bonfire, and this is taking place before the ladies get ready to head back. Contessa apologizes to the groups for her actions, specifically Dr. Jackie, because she ended up falling or whatever. Simone acts like she don't even know how things escalated. And Contessa's like, girl, I'm not gonna play with you. Like, BIT, you had a front row seat to see how shit escalated. Do you want to sit up here and act like you don't know what happened? I agree. And I understand the frustration for Contessa to feel like this is another way of how y'all excuse her behavior by acting like y'all did not see that lady stand up over Contessa and tell her, BIT, don't get mad at me, get mad with your husband, because that's who you really mad at, when he's not even the topic of conversation. Like, I get the frustration. Y'all don't have to like Contessa. Y'all can feel like she whines and cries and this and that or whatever think pieces that you have because you borrowed your thoughts from somebody else, okay? However you feel is on you, okay? But I definitely see how that lady feel. Anywho, so Simone, Phaedra wants to actively resolve their issues, like once they get back and stuff like that. And people like, nah. Contessa and Heavenly like, girl, we're not gonna do that. Okay, if we're not gonna get to a place where we just willingly want to do that with each other, y'all not gonna force us to do that either. So it is what it is, okay? This where Sweet Tea try to add her extraness in, talking about something so heavenly. You're not going to so you're gonna stop with the insults, right? And honestly, everybody harped on Sweet Tea, which was a bit funny because the ladies was irritated by her, like, girl, shut the hell up. If we can't get Heavenly to change her mind, what the hell make you think you gonna get her to do it? And I'm like, in all honesty, Sweet Tea really ain't doing no different than what the hell you hoes do. When y'all sitting up there talking to somebody, and once they made their decision and made their stance on how they feel, somebody else always got to jump in and then add their 2 cents. So does that mean that you're gonna stop doing this and that? So she really wasn't doing nothing no different than anybody else. I just think that y'all really irritated with T. And T, it's about time for you to get off the show, because I really don't even think you do fit in with this group. But anywho, yeah, Contessa gets back to the house, give her husband the whole update or whatever the case is. We talked about that. And then Phaedra's supposed to help Miss Dr. Jackie get money for this Met Gala, and I don't even think that's gonna happen. They struggling. Dr. Jackie said she need about 15 racks. Phaedra like, oh, I do this. I am like a fundraising queen or whatever. I got all these different connects and yada yada yada, and I could do this and that. She called the first person they asked that even answer the phone. So I'm like, okay then, Miss Faye. Okay then, Miss Faye, we gonna see. All right, now from a preview flash, it looks like Dr. Heavenly is gonna say that they ain't got the money. So whatever Phaedra was supposed to get them, she didn't get them. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that's gonna play out. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about Married to Medicine. I feel like Married to Medicine as well as Potomac is giving extra mid in my personal. And then I also think that a lot of us are kind of like, there's nothing exciting about reality TV right now. I do feel like Salt Lake City is giving it to us, and I feel like a bit of Beverly Hills is giving it to us. But other than that, I don't know what is missing. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. That's all that I got. Wanted to come to y'all with a quick review for Married to Medicine. I'm Jami, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta checking my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. Kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith.